Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers, coming to you from the Villages, Florida.
The largest retirement community in the world.
That's right. And we have a fantastic show for you today. On today's show, the Villages is not for everybody.
They had a terrible lifestyle visit.
Should short-term rentals be banned?
Golf cart stolen in Brownwood.
A new bubble wrap.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. We all hate them. Those spam calls, those scammers that call you and try and steal your money or get you to sign up for something you probably don't even want. On this week's Bubble Wrap, iOS 26 is now available, and it has a feature on it that'll keep those scammers from getting through in the first place.
And a whole lot more. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
You had a girls' night Wednesday night.
We did. We had a good time. Some girlfriends of mine, Holly and Kelly, came to our kitchen here and talked to everybody. And we talked girl stuff, and we had a lot of questions.
It was fun to watch. And we gave away a $100 Lowe's card.
Yeah, you all should be watching.
For the guys and the girls,
Yeah.
but we appreciate that. Yeah. And we'll be doing it again in a month or two, so stay tuned for that news.
That's right.
We did a golf cart video on Saturday. People love those, you know, they want to see them, and we're happy to bring them to you. That one, Linda wasn't with me.
Yeah.
But that's a rare case. She was doing something else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
watch that if you haven't watched that already. You may wonder why we ask you to subscribe. A lot of you are subscribers, and thank you so much. Something happened on probably Wednesday, and it brought back to mind. A fellow said he doesn't watch us anymore. He said, we watched you all the time. Then we moved down here, and we don't watch you anymore. Well, that's the reason we ask for subscribers, because even though we get a lot of subscribers, they stop watching when they move here. So we're constantly repeating questions for the new subscribers, and we're trying to find new information, and we need you to subscribe. So please hit that subscribe button today if you think you'd like to watch more of this interaction.
Yeah, and follow us on Facebook too. We have a great following on Facebook, and we put a lot more into Facebook too because we do some videos from personal things we do throughout the day and throughout the week.
I can tell when people haven't been watching recently because they'll say, how's Gizmo doing?
Oh my gosh, we've had that. And you know
Last week was the anniversary.
Yeah, 2 years. We went and spent the evening with sunset with Gizmo
Well, we went and sat on his bench.
On his bench. And we had a nice time, and it was beautiful, beautiful night. And in fact, over our golf cart was a little bitty rainbow. And I went, oh.
Yeah, it was nice. And this weather is just crazy good right now. In fact, yesterday, we had a roof inspector come over, and I spent some time up on the roof with him. It was absolutely gorgeous. You know, you'd think that would be an incredibly hot place, and it is a lot of the year, but yesterday it was so beautiful here.
And so I had my handy dandy camera ready, and I was filming Jerry just to make sure when he fell off, I got it all on video.
We wanted to get that for you in case it happened.
And I had my hands over my head for about 12 minutes, and boy, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of blood coming down.
Better you than me.
Better you coming down.
Last week, Jerry Fatora sent us in a video that showed these really unique cloud formations. Not really clouds, but sort of a formation in the sky.
It looks spooky.
Yeah, it was interesting. And we threw it out there, and bang, you guys solved the mystery right away. That was the aftermath of an early morning lunch over at Cape Canaveral.
Nice.
So that was the contrail, or whatever you want to call it, of the rocket.
Rocket being launched.
And we see that quite a bit, and I should have known that.
You know, some people get those apps on their phone that give them notifications when the next one is, and they'll, like a little alarm system. We need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Well, let's start off today's show with a viewer video.
What's up, Jerry and Linda? Scott Weaver here. I just want to show you how much of a great day it is in the Villages. I'm over at the Jubilee putting course. Look at this weather. Look at this. I just got out of the pool, got my club, practicing a little bit, and just enjoying life at the Villages. Everybody else get up and let's do it.
Thank you, Scott Weaver. He has a handyman business called Leave It to Weaver.
I love that.
And him and his wife Tina are two super nice folks, and you could tell by that attitude right there, right? Mm-hmm. He said, let's get it. He's out there just enjoying what life has to offer here in the villages. So thank you for sending that in. He's a frequent contributor, and we appreciate it so much. And you can be too. Just send your video, your question, your comment to villagesnewcomers@gmail.com.
That's right. Well, we heard there were 4 golf carts stolen at Brownwood the other day.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, there's very few things that I don't like as much as I don't like a thief. But sometimes we make it too easy for them. And golf cart manufacturers have done that for a long time because one key may start 5 different carts. And that's what happened. These thieves started looking for carts and they found one that had the key still in it in Brownwood.
Oh, dear.
And then they found out that same key would work on some others. So they stole a total of 4 golf carts and they got caught. They went for joyrides on them. 18-year-old from Coleman. And boy, that's a good pointer. The newer golf carts, some of them have individual keys. So they're not good in lots of golf carts. And others have a key that they might make 6 different keys for all of the carts. And so one key, you may not find a cart that fits it, but eventually you might. Try to get a cart with an individual key.
Yeah.
That's your best bet. Some people put...
Car locks. Oh, I don't
Well,
know.
there's a thing called a boot.
A boot.
They put a
Yeah,
boot on their
boot.
cart. Some people lock down their gas pedal.
Yes.
And
definitely make sure your key is out of the cart. I have seen it a couple times where the key is in the cart.
Well, it's easy to do.
It's
You're so busy.
easy.
Let's get out on that dance floor. That's the way I am. Let's go get it.
You
Let's
can't
go
wait.
do it.
You can't
Let's
wait.
be like Scott Weaver. Let's get out there and shake a leg.
Shake a leg.
Yeah.
So be careful out there.
This is an anonymous letter that we got, and it's very poignant, I think. I'd like to pass on a message to your viewers. The Villages is a great place. If you move down here expecting it to be exactly like your old hometown, whether it's Boston, Chicago, New York, or just about anywhere else, you'll be miserable, and you're probably going to make everybody you come in contact with miserable too. This place isn't for everybody. It's for people that want to get along. And that is so true. Yeah. I always say life is what you make it.
That's right.
If you come down here and you're happy and you're positive, maybe you want to go out and meet people and you throw that happiness out there, you're going to get it back.
That's right.
But if you're grumpy and grouchy, I heard a comment from somebody recently that a guy passed him on the golf cart path. He was in a big hurry and he yelled some cuss words at them.
Oh, dear.
And in fact, I've got a letter from somebody that had a bad lifestyle visit that we're going to do here in just a minute. But if you come down here and you act like a champ and you're friendly and you want to make friends, you're going to make friends. You think so?
I do.
On our lifestyle visit at the end of August, we found a home that was within our price range and had most of the boxes checked off our wish list. The one thing we were concerned about, plus the fact that we have money down on a rental this winter, we haven't experienced the snowbird season yet, was there's a huge party going on with 2 garages blasting music and cars parked up and down the street. So we had a hard time getting out after visiting the home for the second time. They want to know if we have any suggestions for that type of situation. Well, the first thing I would remind you is that happens so rarely.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have a driveway party on a regular basis. This happens every 6 months, every 4 months maybe. And the same people may not have it. So, somebody else in another location might have it. Yeah. So that was a one-off kind of thing. And I think that
was
you just got
unique.
caught in it.
Yeah.
But again, just like we told the last person, don't hate that. Embrace it. It won't last forever. It's just going to be one evening, and it'll be over with, and you can go on with your life. Yeah. Ryder went on to talk about interactions with people here, and they bumped into some grouchy people. We just want to remind you that for every one of those grouchy people, there are 99 wonderful people.
Yes.
But
absolutely.
those grouchy people speak out.
Yeah.
We've seen them. We see them too.
Yeah.
We see people yelling at each other. We see people that are impatient, people that have to get where they're going in a hurry and to run over anybody they need to do it. But they're very rare, so don't worry about that. Just try to have a good time, be positive, and that's our big message here. Be positive,
Yeah.
look for the good things, and they'll come to you.
Time for some fun.
Yeah, we've been doing some, I think they're called Rebus, and I don't know what that means. You tell us,
Rebus.
what does that mean?
Rebus.
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 When I taught kindergarten, I'll give you a little information on that, Jerry.
You've heard of that before?
Absolutely. Where's the word? Do you have it right there? Yeah, Rebus. Yeah, Rebus, it brought back memories here. I haven't used that word in a long time.
Well, how come you didn't tell me?
I didn't know that that's what they called that particular thing. But when you teach kindergarten and first grade, mostly kindergarten and preschool, Rebus reading is you're reading a couple words. The dog is in the, let's say, doghouse. They'll have a picture of a doghouse. So you're reading along, and then if the child's not ready for the word doghouse, they'll put a picture of doghouse. So that's what you're doing.
Well, let's look at this one. And you're looking at it there. Can you tell what that is symbolic of? I'm going to tell you the answer. I'm going to do another one in just a second. I'll bet some of you know. Say it out loud wherever you are. Okay. It is the word soup, obviously.
Yeah.
But that P is split. That's split pea soup.
I didn't get. I'm going soup, broken pea, soup. I have no clue. That's great. How many like split pea soup? I do. I do. I don't know if you do or not.
Let's take a look at this one. You've already got that one, don't you? Yell it out. Scream it out. Go open your front door and scream it out and tell your neighbor. What is it?
You got me.
GS, GE, a whole bunch of ES, GG, GGES. Those are all scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs. You're not good at these, are you?
I am not. I am not good at this.
Well, we hope you enjoy them anyway. And if you have any good puzzles, send them in to us.
Scrambled eggs. I like that.
It's time for Bubble Wrap, and today Peter has an update on last week's story.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. On a recent Bubble Wrap, I told you how to screen spam calls from your iOS or Apple phone. On this week's Bubble Wrap, I'm going to show you one better. The first thing you need to do is make sure you have iOS 26. You go to that by going down here to Settings and then General and then Software Update. Now, I already have iOS 26. You can see it there. If you don't, there'll be an option to update it. Make sure you get it. Once you have iOS 26, we're going to go to Settings again, and we're going to scroll all the way down to Apps. And you want to find your phone app. So search is now at the bottom of the screen. Just type the first few letters of the word phone. Hit it, okay? And I've got fat fingers there. And then you're going to scroll all the way down here where it says Screen Unknown Callers. And you want to turn on Ask Reason for Calling. Notice I already have a check mark there. What's going to happen now is when someone calls you who's not in your contact list, they're going to hear a recording that they have to state their name and reason for calling. You will then hear that recording and you can either okay the call or ignore it. They will then be sent to voicemail. Again, once again from the top, you want to go to Settings, and you want to go to General, and then Software Update, and make sure you have iOS 26. It's the latest one. It just came out. Once you have that, we're going to go down here and we're going to go to Apps. We're going to type the word phone. You have to just type PH, it'll come up. And then when you're in the phone app, scroll all the way down and you have three choices on Screen Unknown Callers. You want to make sure the second one is checked. Calls from unsaved numbers will be asked for more information before the iPhone rings. Calling and data rates reply. You don't need to know about that. And then from now on, those scammers will not get through. They interrupt your dinner, they interrupt your sporting activity, they interrupt all kinds of activities. But if you set your phone just right, and this is with fairly new iPhones with iOS 26, they won't bother you again. I'm Peter Bernard, and that's this week's Bubble Wrap.
Thank you, Peter. Appreciate that. You know, like I tell you, whenever it happens, and we get alerts on scams and spam calls and overall nuisances, and just we don't like that either. No, you know, absolutely. Those are right up there with those golf cart thieves.
Yep.
We'd like to stake them out on an anthill.
It's time for Pet of the Week.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. This is my dog, Gidget. She's a Yorkie and a Dachshund, so we call her our little darkie. You know, Gidget loves being in the park here in the Pacific Northwest, but we're all really excited to come on down to the villages soon. See you then.
That was cute. That's Gidget.
I love the name.
Isn't she cute?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if any of you have a video or you want to create one of your pet, please do and send it in to us. It may be too large to send via email, but you can send it through Google One. You can go to WeTransfer, or you can go to Dropbox, and we'll be glad to do that and put your little sweetie pie on our show. Easy Go. That's our golf cart of choice, and you'll see us driving around the villages. They are going to have a big day at Gary's Garage in Eastport, and you're invited. And we have invitations, but you don't need one of these. Just show up at Gary's Garage, and that's going to be on October 17th from 2 to 6 p.m. And you can go there and you can test drive the golf carts. You'll have free food and ice cream. I'll be there.
Okay, I'm going.
And if you buy an Easy Go, you can use our $500 coupon, which we will have there for you. And they'll be giving away a free PXG golf club with every new Easy Go purchase.
Yeah.
And they're going to have some giveaways and stuff like that. So it's going to be a big day. On the 17th, we'll be there from 2 to 3 p.m. to meet you guys. And the next day, we're going to come back and we'll be there from 10 to 11. So come out and meet us. Come out and test drive those Easy Goes. And we'll have a ball. And we'll eat some food.
Dennis and Susan sent us this video. Take a look at this.
Holy moly. And, we're coming up on Halloween. And how cool / terrifying is that?
Very much.
Look at all those bats.
Yeah. Well, you know what that means, though? They're there for some kind of bugs that are around there.
Yeah, they actually do a good deed, but
Yeah.
not, we used to hear when you were a kid, those bats get in your hair. Did you ever hear that when you were a kid?
We were riding bikes back in the day as kids, and we would see one fly from around the lampposts or the outside in the street, and we were, hurry, get home, hold your head. They were all running around.
When I was a kid, I lived on a farm, and there was a root cellar, and we would go in there sometimes, my buddies and I, and bats would come in there and hang on the ceiling.
Oh.
And we would get these, those little cones that come on a magnolia tree, those pods or whatever you want to call them.
Yes, I do.
We would take them down there and we'd throw them up at the ceiling, and we'd knock those bats off the ceiling. I know it wasn't a good thing to do.
Boys with boys.
Boys would be boys.
Oh, no.
And then we'd run like heck. We'd knock these bats down, they'd start flying, we'd run.
Then they bit you on the neck.
Good evening.
Hello, John.
Anyway, thanks for sending that in. Anytime you have something crazy, something unique, something terrifying, send it in.
Yeah.
Here's a photo sent in by Donna and David. And I just wanted to mention this because you can see that she has braces. And I've thought about this because my teeth are not great. That's why I'm not a huge smiler, really, I think. She's wearing those braces at a mature age. And I wondered, what do y'all think of that? And more people are doing that. Have you noticed?
Yeah. I had them when I was 13, and I wouldn't mind going back and getting them again, actually.
Yeah, they say that sometimes you get headaches from bad teeth or crooked teeth or pressure.
Pressure.
And of course, it looks better, and you may feel better about yourself.
That's right.
And all that. But,
That's right.
Anyway, kudos to you, Donna,
Yeah.
for doing that, and send us the finished picture when they're all done.
That'd be great. Jerry, do we have any celebrity lookalikes?
Well, we have a couple, and the first one, I lost the lady's name, but she sent in her, I call this an avatar. Is that what you call it? That she does, and we all do that on our computers, don't we?
Right.
We try to find a little person that looks like us, but boy, she nailed it. And look at that, there's her picture and her avatar, and I think that's great. And we also had one that Carol wrote us and said that her dad has always been compared to Ed Asner.
Oh, yeah.
From the Mary Tyler Moore Show
Yep,
and
yep.
Lou Grant and all that. And you can see that he is definitely, and in fact, he got to meet Lou Grant. And,
Oh, that's cool.
and
This was on thevillagesnews.com. I'd like to read this about complaints about short-term renters disobeying village's rules and often being rude, noisy, and obnoxious. And this person said, I've heard suggestion about how to solve this, including charging for visitor passes. That makes no sense, as the owners will simply up their price to cover the cost. Others who have family visiting for legitimate short period visits should not have to pay for visitors. I am sure the villages have the ability to track visitor passes issued. My suggestion is asking an owner requesting visitor passes to state how long the passes should be for. I suggest a minimum of 1 to 3 months. If within that period they ask for another visitor pass, they should be refused.
Yeah, and it says people with family like we have,
Yeah.
Wouldn't be part of this. This is for rental customers.
Rental.
Well, I could solve this really fast by saying no short-term rentals. I would vote for that. How many of you out there would agree with that? I know some of you want to come down and check out the villages before you buy, and I feel for you. But when you're living here and you invest all this money into your forever home and you love where you live and you want a peaceful, quiet lifestyle, and then you have partiers across the street like the ladies mentioned earlier, then you've got a problem. And so I think that I would like to see them put a cap on the rentals. I'd like to see 6 months, but even 3 months would work. But for a weekend, Airbnbs, no, that's no good for a neighborhood like this, is it?
I wouldn't like it.
What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Another story that ran in the villagesnews.com, which is a good source of information for us for sure. And you can get that online anytime. Villager loses license after driving car into golf cart tunnel. I can see that happening. Now, if there's Mr. Alcohol involved, we got a different story.
That's true.
But I have many times, after driving it for a week in my golf cart, get in my car and start to go somewhere, I've almost turned down that multimodal path in the car. Not really close, but I have. And one time, and I told you all about this, up by that assisted living center, I got on the multimodal path by mistake. They're wide. They look like a road sometimes. But I think there might have been a little alcohol in this one, and a car going through the tunnel. Would that freak you out?
It would definitely freak me out.
Hey, a local business, and one that I love a lot, Culver's, has so generously given us some things to give to you. And we're going to turn it into a contest. They have given us a whole bunch of little rubber ducks. And we're going to hide some of these throughout the villages. We don't have it all worked out yet. We don't know where. It's got to be safe. It's got to be public. So we'll hash all that out. And we're going to hide these, and you can find them. And each one of these will have a coupon for free ice cream. But wait, there's more. We're going to also hide this one. It's a golden duck. And when you go on your duck hunt, if you find this one, check this out. You take this card into Culver's, and they're going to give you a certificate for free ice cream for a year if you find this special duck. So we'll get you all the information about this later. You can go out and look for them, but you're going to get a year's free of that frozen custard.
Pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. And thank you, Culver's, for that. And thank you for having those delicious butter burgers and that cod sandwich.
Yes.
We love it so much.
Yes. It's time for shout-outs.
And now it's time for Jerry and Linda's shoutouts.
Thanks to everyone that watches our show and writes in, and everyone that we bump into on the street. We like to see and talk to you. We appreciate every one of you. And we always say the best thing about living here in the villages is the people we meet. And so thank you for all the fantastic people out there that are enjoying life in the villages and saying hello to us. Thank you all.
It has enriched our lives so much, and we can't imagine being any other place because of you people.
Right.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
Some of you might know that one of our fellow YouTubers, Skip Smith, he was the original. He had trouble and lost a lot of his one of his channels. And that is just crushing. If you put in as much time and work as he does and you lose it. So I would encourage all of you that are wondering what happened to go to his channel and subscribe and help him build back his followership, because
Right.
you know that would just be devastating.
It would be. If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends, neighbors, relatives, and everyone you know and everyone you don't know. Until next time.
See you when you get here. No bloopers today. Just get right through it.
You always say that when I make a million.
No, we won't. Me. Dragging this out.
No one calls me.
I have bags under my eyes. Too much computer time.
Yep.
Retirement community.
Yeah. I was waiting.
Huh?
I was waiting for you to say something else. Honestly, I never look at it.
You never looked at it?
No, I look straight ahead. The friendliest hometown, and it's the biggest community in, oh Lord, retirement community in America. I'll start that over again too. You should not have said we're not having any bloopers. I don't know.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hello there. Which is the largest retirement community in probably North America or in the world. What do you think?
Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
Will you let me say hello there before you start saying I'm Jerry? You always say it like right on top of when I say hello there.
Sorry.
Give it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda. Let's get this thing rolling. What? What can we say? Just knock that all out. If you're not going to be friendly, you're going to be a chump. Be a champ. Don't be a chump. How about that quote?
That's certainly food for thought there.